హాయ్ అండి అందరికీ. వెల్కమ్ టు లక్ష్మణ్ బయో అకాడమీ. ఈ వీడియోలో మనం చూడబోయే టాపిక్ వచ్చేసి సెకండ్ కింగ్డమ్ ఇన్ బయాలజికల్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్, అదే ప్రొటిస్టా. ప్రొటిస్టా ప్రొటిస్టా కంటైన్ యూనిసెల్యులార్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్. యూనిసెల్యులార్ యూకారియోటిక్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్. యూనిసెల్యులార్ అండ్ యూకారియోటిక్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్. యూనిసెల్యులార్ అంటే ఏకకణ జీవులు అని అర్థం. యూకారియోట్స్ అంటే నిజ కేంద్రక జీవులు అని అర్థం. వీటిలో ట్రూ న్యూక్లియస్ అయితే ఉంటుంది. ట్రూ న్యూక్లియస్ విత్ న్యూక్లియర్ మెంబ్రేన్ అయితే ఉంటుంది. యాక్చువల్లీ దెర్ ఈజ్ నో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ బౌండరీస్ ఆఫ్ ద కింగ్డమ్ ప్రొటిస్టా. We can see in protista some photosynthetic organisms, some heterotrophs. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా బౌండరీస్ అనేవి ఉండవు. కొంతమంది ప్రొటిస్టా ఆర్గానిజమ్స్లో ఉన్న ఫోటోసింథటిక్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ని ప్లాంట్స్లో కూడా క్లాసిఫై చేస్తారు, ప్లాంట్స్గా కూడా క్లాసిఫై చేస్తారు. కాబట్టి దెర్ ఈజ్ నో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ బౌండరీస్ ఫర్ ద ప్రొటిస్టా. ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ ద ప్రొటిస్టా హ్యాస్ వెల్ డిఫైన్డ్ న్యూక్లియస్. ఇది వచ్చేసి యూకారియోటిక్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ కదా ప్రొటిస్టా. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యూ కెన్ సీ అమీబా, పారామీషియం, లైక్ దట్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద అమీబా. దిస్ ఈజ్ మేడ్ విత్ సింగిల్ సెల్, కాబట్టి యూనిసెల్యులర్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ద యూకారియోట్స్. యూకారియోట్స్లో చూస్తే మనకు న్యూక్లియస్ ఉంటుంది, ట్రూ న్యూక్లియస్ ఉంటుంది. న్యూక్లియస్ లోపల మనకు డిఎన్ఏ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఈ న్యూక్లియస్కి సరౌండింగ్లో యూ కెన్ సీ ద న్యూక్లియర్ మెంబ్రేన్ is present. Along with the nuclear membrane, we can see the different types of cell organelles. Membrane bound cell organelles are absent in prokaryotes, but protista is eukaryote, hence it has membrane bound cell organelle like ribosomes, mitochondria. Ribosomes are non-membranous. Mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, and that membrane bound cell organelles you can see in the protista. If you observe some protists, they have cilia or flagella for locomotion. Example, Euglena has flagella. Paramecium has cilia. Cilia or flagella we can see, those are used for locomotion. If you observe, this is the paramecium. It is also called as slipper animalcule. Paramecium locomotion occurs with the help of cilia. You can see the hair-like outgrowths around the paramecium, that is only cilia. And if you see the Euglena has flagella. These are the flagella. Two flagella you can see in the Euglena. In Euglena, flagella helps in the locomotion. Kabatti, the protistans may have flagella or cilia for locomotion. That if you see, name protista is coined by Haeckel. Haeckel is the scientist. He coined the name protista. Haeckel also coined the three kingdom classification. Ernest Haeckel. These protistans are aquatic, mostly aquatic these are, and these are maybe uninucleate or binucleate. Some are multinucleate also. Cell wall mostly absent. If it is the present, cell wall is made with cellulose. Most of the protists don't have cell wall, but if it has cell wall, it is made with cellulose. Flagella and cilia will show the 9+2 pattern of microtubule arrangements. 9+2 arrangement you can see. Structure of cilia and flagella will show the 9+2 arrangement. These organisms store extra food in the form of starch, in the form of glycogen, like different types of carbohydrates. That is about basic details of protista. మనం ఇప్పుడు క్లాసిఫికేషన్ చూసినట్లయితే, క్లాసిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొటిస్టాని 5 గ్రూప్స్గా డివైడ్ చేయొచ్చు. దాన్నే మనం CDESP అని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. C అంటే క్రైసోఫైట్స్. ఆ తర్వాత D అంటే డైనోఫ్లాజెల్లేట్స్. ఆ తర్వాత యుగ్లినాయిడ్స్, యుగ్లినాయిడ్స్. తర్వాత స్లైమ్ మౌల్డ్స్, స్లైమ్ మౌల్డ్స్. తర్వాత ప్రోటోజోవన్స్, ప్రోటోజోవన్స్. ఇవి 5 గ్రూప్స్. Chrysophytes can do the photosynthesis. Dinoflagellates can do the photosynthesis. In euglenides, we can see both autotrophs and heterotrophs. Few are can do the photosynthesis, few are heterotrophs. And if you see the slime molds, those are heterotrophs, cannot do the photosynthesis, and protozoans also heterotrophs. These are the few types of protozoan, sorry, few types of protistans. Chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenides, slime molds, and the protozoans. మనం ఇప్పుడు ఒక్కొక్క గ్రూప్ని సపరేట్గా అయితే డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. ఫస్ట్ మనం క్రైసోఫైట్స్ గురించి చూద్దాం. గ్రూప్ 1 ప్రొటిస్టాలో ఫస్ట్ గ్రూప్ వచ్చేసి క్రైసోఫైట్స్, క్రైసోఫైట్స్. If you observe the chrysophytes, these chrysophytes are again divided into two types: diatoms, diatoms and desmids. Second one is desmids. Desmids also called as golden algae, golden algae. మనం ఇప్పుడు డయాటమ్స్ గురించి చూద్దాం. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ డెస్మిడ్స్ గురించి చూద్దాం. డయాటమ్స్. Diatoms are made with two shells, are protected by two shells. These shells are arranged like a soap box shell. We can see the two shells. That shells, inside the shells you can see the organism. These shells are made with silica. Silica, actually glass is made with silica, but that silica also present in shells of diatoms. Because of presence of the silica, the cell walls not become into degrade. After the death of the animals, that these cells will go, and that cells are settled at the bottom. That cells are settled at the bottom like this, bottom of the water. They will settle at the bottom of the water, and this, after many years, after millions of years, what happened, continuously the organisms are die, and that organisms will go and settle at the bottom. After the millions of years, we can see the formation of lot of mass at the bottom of seawater or at bottom of lakes, rivers, etc. This mass of that mass of thing, actually it is like a powder, crystalline powder. That mass of crystalline powder is called as diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. Actually these are the silica which present in the cells. Silica which present in the shells will form the powder like structure. This is only called as diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. This diatomaceous earth also called as diatomite. It is also called as Kieselguhr. That is about the diatomaceous earth. The diatoms have left this silica along with the shells at the bottom of water, that leads to formation of the diatomaceous earth after billions of years or after millions of years. Next, if you observe this diatomaceous earth, it is like a powder, crystalline powder, white crystalline powder. This diatomaceous earth helps to polish. Example, if there is a glass with hard surface, by using this powder, if you if you use the powder, what happens, that rough surface, it will not damage the glass, but we can remove the rough surface of glass, rough surface of glass, rough surface of the rough surface of metals, that we can remove by using this diatomaceous earth. Hence the diatomaceous earth is used for polishing. Polishing. The diatomaceous earth is gritty. Gritty is like a smooth soil. Hence, it is used for the polishing. Not only for the polish, it is also used for filtration. If you send some oils, like if you send some oils or if you send some liquids through this soil or diatomaceous earth, okay, which has small holes, hence it can trap the pollutants, it can trap the different things. Because of that, what we can say, it is not only used for the polishing, it is also used for filtration of oils, filtration of syrups and all. Even toothpaste, in toothpaste also we can use this diatomaceous earth. What happen when you use it in toothpaste, that roughness of rough tooth become into smooth, but it will not do damage to the tooth. And diatoms can do the photosynthesis, hence diatoms are producers in oceans, main producers in oceans. That is about the diatoms. If you observe, the second type of chrysophytes is desmids. After the diatoms, we need to discuss about desmids. Desmids also a type of chrysophytes. Desmids. Desmids also called as golden algae. Golden algae. If you observe the desmids are mostly lives in fresh water. They are lives in marine water also, but majority of desmids are lives in fresh water. These are also unicellular. And if you see the cell wall is present in the desmids. That cell wall of desmids are made with cellulose. They also contain chlorophyll, chlorophyll A present in the desmids, hence it can do the photosynthesis. And it can store the extra food in the form of starch. That is about desmids. We have completed the first group of protista, that is chrysophytes. After the completion of chrysophytes, we need to discuss about dinoflagellates. After the chrysophytes, we need to discuss about dinoflagellates. Second group is dinoflagellates. In the name only, we can see they have flagella, two flagella. That flagella helps in locomotion. If you observe the structure of animal, the animal body has cellulogenous cell wall. Okay, along with that, we can see the flagella. These are the flagella. This cellulogenous cell walls will form plates, and we can see arise of two flagella from that organism body. And if you observe the dinoflagellates, they are in different colors. Some dinoflagellates are in yellow color, some dinoflagellates are in green color, some are in brown color, some are in blue color, some are in red color. Like that, based on type of pigments, we can see the different types of dinoflagellates. Example for the red color dinoflagellates is Goniolax. Actually, red tides of sea is because of this red dinoflagellates. They will rapidly multiplicate within the seawater, and the tides are becoming to red colors. If you observe the some type of dinoflagellates, they will be release the toxins. Toxins. These toxins even kill the marine organisms. That is about the dinoflagellates. Actually, this will show the spinning movements. Dinoflagellates can show the spinning movements. Because of that, these are also called as whirling whips. Whirling whips because of spinning movements. Some type of dinoflagellates even can show the bioluminescence. Bioluminescence means production of light from living organism is called bioluminescence. Bioluminescence. And these are also has photosynthetic pigments that are chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is present even in the dinoflagellates, hence they can do the photosynthesis. That is about dinoflagellates. After the dinoflagellates, we need to discuss about third group of protista called as euglenids. Euglenids. Already we have seen that the protista divided into five groups: chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenids, slime molds, and finally protozoans. Now we'll see about euglenids. Euglenids. Euglenids are mostly lives in fresh water. These are freshwater organisms. Majority lives in fresh water. These are lives in fresh water. Majority of euglenites are lives in fresh water. If you observe the euglenites, they don't have cell wall. I'm going to draw the euglena. This is the euglena. It don't have cell wall, but there is a protein rich layer. The euglenites are surrounded by protein rich layer that is called as pellicle. Pellicle. This pellicle will make the body flexible, and it has two flagella. One flagella is short, another flagella is long. They can do the photosynthesis. They can do photosynthesis in presence of sunlight. If there is no sunlight, they are behave like a heterotrophs. Heterotrophs. They will eat the very small organisms. In case if there is a sunlight, they can do the photosynthesis. In the absence of sunlight, they can act as like heterotrophs. Next, if you observe the euglenites has some flagella. Two flagella you can see. That flagella is arise from blepharoplast. Flagella is arise from blepharoplast. Blepharoplast, structure from where flagella arise. They will do the asexual reproduction with the help of longitudinal binary fission. Longitudinal binary fission means organism longitudinally divided into two parts. That is about euglenites. After the euglenites, we need to discuss about fourth group. Fourth group of protista called as slime molds. Slime molds. స్లైమ్ మౌల్స్ గురించి అయితే మనం ఇప్పుడు చూడాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఈ స్లైమ్ మౌల్స్ అనేవి ఫోటోసింథసిస్ని చేయలేవు. దీస్ ఆర్ సాప్రోఫైట్స్. జిగురు బూజులు అంటాం తెలుగులో. మనం స్లైమ్ మౌల్స్ని జిగురు బూజులు అంటాం. ఇవి పూతికాహార జీవులు. పూతికాహార జీవులు అంటే సాప్రోఫైట్స్. లీవ్స్ ఆన్ డెడ్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్. దే టేక్ ఫుడ్ ఫ్రమ్ డెడ్ ఆర్గానిక్ మెటీరియల్ లైక్ లీవ్స్, dung, etc. These are saprophytic protists. They will obtain food from dead and decaying organic material. Actually, if you see this slime molds, these slime molds are move through the dead or decaying material. Example, this is the dead or decaying material. These saprophytes can show the locomotion, can move one place to another place. While moving, what these slime molds will do? These slime molds will eat the dead or that decaying matter by the process called as like phagocytosis. With the help of body surface, it will eat the organic material. Hence, they will engulf the organic material which present in the dead organic matter. During the favorable conditions, under suitable conditions, what we can see, different like many cells of slime molds combine together, and they will form the plasmodium. Aggregation of many cells is called plasmodium. That plasmodium will grow several feet. We can see with our eye. What happened? During the suitable conditions. Suitable conditions. What they will do? All cells, many cells of the slime molds combine together, and those are joined together. Actually, there is no cell wall. All are joined together. That leads to formation of one structure which will occupy the several feet. That is called as plasmodium. And during unfavorable conditions, whenever there is a unfavorable conditions, what this plasmodium will do? It will form the fruiting bodies. Within that, we can see the formation of spores. During unfavorable conditions, it will form this plasmodium. See, this is the plasmodium. That plasmodium has many cells, because many nuclei present in the plasmodium, because many cells are joined together and form the plasmodium. Hence, it is the multinucleate. During unfavorable conditions, this plasmodium cannot survive. Hence, it can form the fruiting bodies. Fruiting bodies. The spores are formed on fruiting bodies. That spores has very thick wall. Hence, it can be survive in harsh environment. that spores released from the plasmodium, and they will survive for many years under adverse conditions. After few years, whenever there is a favorable conditions, again it will form the new plasmodium. The spores are dispersed from one place to another place with the help of air. అదే స్లైమ్ మోల్డ్స్ లేదా జిగురు బుజుల గురించి. ఇంకోసారి చూస్తే స్లైమ్ మోల్డ్స్ అనేవి సాప్రోఫైటిక్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్, అంటే డెడ్ ఆర్ డికేయింగ్ మెటీరియల్లో అయితే ఉంటాయి. ఇవి వచ్చేసి డెడ్ ఆర్ డికేయింగ్ మెటీరియల్లో ఒక ప్లేస్ నుంచి ఇంకొక ప్లేస్కి వెళ్తూ ఆ డెడ్ ఆర్గానిక్ మ్యాటర్ని అయితే తింటాయి, ఎంగల్ఫ్ చేస్తాయి. సూటబుల్ కండిషన్స్లో మెనీ స్లైమ్ మోల్డ్స్ ఆర్ జాయిన్ టుగెదర్ అండ్ ఫార్మ్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రక్చర్, దాన్నే మనం ప్లాస్మోడియం అంటాము. అన్ఫేవరబుల్ కండిషన్స్లో ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఈ ప్లాస్మోడియం అనేది ఫ్రూటింగ్ బాడీస్ని ఫామ్ చేస్తుంది. దట్ ఫ్రూటింగ్ బాడీస్ హ్యాజ్ స్పోర్ట్స్. ఆ స్పోర్ట్స్ అనేవి ఈ ఫ్రూటింగ్ బాడీ పగిలిపోవడం వల్ల స్పోర్ట్స్ అనేవి ఎయిర్లో రిలీజ్ అయిపోయి ఒక చోటు నుంచి ఇంకొక చోటుకి అయితే ట్రావెల్ చేస్తాయి. దట్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ మైకోప్లాస్మా. After completion of mycoplasma, we need to discuss about last group of protista, that is protozoans. Fifth group, protozoans. First we have seen the chrysophytes, after that dinoflagellates, after that we have seen euglenids, next we have seen about slime molds. ఫైనల్గా ఏం చూడాలంటే మనము ప్రోటోజోవన్స్ని అయితే చూస్తాం. ఈ ప్రోటోజోవన్స్ కూడా పరపోషితాలు, అంటే హెటరోట్రోపిక్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్. సమ్ ఆర్ పారాసైట్స్, సమ్ ఆర్ ఈవెన్ ప్రెడేటర్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ heterotrophs depend on another organisms. They cannot do the photosynthesis. Actually these are primitive relatives of animals. Majority of characters of protozoans are similar to the animals. Based on the locomotory organs, these protozoans we can again divide it into different types. Like if they are using pseudopodia for locomotion, those are called as amoeboid protozoans. You can see different types of protozoans. First one is amoeboid protozoans. Amoeboid protozoans. If you observe the amoeboid protozoans, the locomotory organ in the amoeba is pseudopodia. There is a finger-like projection which arises from the amoeba called as pseudopodia. In case if any protozoan show the locomotion with the help of pseudopodia, that is called as amoeboid protozoans. Some of these amoeboid protozoans are parasitic. Example, if you see the ant amoeba. Ant amoeba is the amoeboid protozoan which will cause amoebic dysentery. Dysentery అంటాం కదా, మోషన్స్ విత్ మ్యూకస్ అండ్ బ్లడ్, దట్ ఈస్ కాజ్డ్ బై ant amoeba. Ant amoeba is a type of amoeboid protozoan. Next one is flagellated protozoan. In case if the locomotory organ in the protozoa is flagella, that is called as flagellated protozoan. Example for flagellated protozoan is, and we can take any like flagellated protozoan, we can take trypanosoma. Example, trypanosoma. Trypanosoma అనేది ఒక పారాసైట్. It will cause sleeping sickness disease. Sleeping sickness disease is because of trypanosoma. This trypanosoma has flagella. Some are free living in flagellated protozoans, some are parasitic. This trypanosoma అనేది parasitic protozoan. That is about flagellated protozoans. After the flagellated protozoans, we need to discuss about ciliated protozoans. In case if the locomotory organs are cilia, that are called as ciliated protozoans. Example, ciliated protozoans example వచ్చేసి paramecium. If you see the paramecium, this is the paramecium. Paramecium also called as slipper animalcule. It has cilia on its surface. Hence, it is one example for ciliated protozoan, paramecium. This paramecium, if you observe the structure of this paramecium is lives in the aquatic environment. It has one cavity through which it will open outside, it like a act like a mouth. This cavity is called as gullet. It will take the food with the help of a gullet. And cilia helps for the locomotion, and along with the locomotion it is also collect the food with the help of cilia. There is the ciliated protozoans. After the ciliated protozoans we can see sporozoans. Fourth group, sporozoans. Sporozoans, actually the sporozoans has infectious spore-like structure, hence called as sporozoans. Not based on the type of locomotor organ. It has infectious spore-like stage. In life cycle, it has infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle. One example, if you see the malaria is caused by plasmodium. That plasmodium is belongs to sporozoa. ఈ ప్లాస్మోడియం అనేది మన లివర్ సెల్స్లో అండ్ ఆర్బీస్లో అయితే ఉంటుంది. అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే అవి స్పోర్ట్స్ని అయితే ఫామ్ చేస్తుంది. దట్ ఇన్ఫెక్షియస్ స్పోర్ట్స్ని ఫామ్ చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి ప్లాస్మోడియం ఈజ్ ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ స్పోరోజోన్. దిస్ ప్లాస్మోడియం ఓన్లీ కాజ్ మలేరియా ఇన్ హ్యూమన్ బాడీ. That is about second group of biological classification. Once again, if you see the five kingdom classification లో మనం మొనీరా, ప్రొటిస్టా, ఫంజై, ప్లాంటే, యానిమాలియా అని అయితే చూస్తాం. మొనీరా కంప్లీట్ అయింది. ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ చూసాం, ఆ తర్వాత మొనీరా చూసాం, ఆ తర్వాత ప్రొటిస్టా కూడా చూసాం. ప్రొటిస్టా తర్వాత మనము ఫంగస్ని అయితే చూద్దాం. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో ఫంగస్ చూద్దాం.